Welcome back to Bay Area Focus. From bakery boot camps to mock interviews, the Bread Project gives low-income tenants the skills they need to succeed in the food industry. Executive Director Alicia Polak and Outreach Specialist Amini join me now. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks very much for having us.
So tell me about the Bread Project. How did it get started?
So the Bread Project was started 15 years ago, almost 15 years ago. It's almost anniversary time.
That's great. Congratulations on that.
Thanks. I haven't been responsible for the last 15 years, only 3 of them. And it was started by 2 women who were specialists in low-income housing. And what they found was they had a lot of women, mostly women, who were in these low-income housing units. And their spirit was quite down, and they were looking for a way to help them earn an income. So what they realized was that baking is a skill, it's replicable and sustainable across all these cultures. Sure. And there were a lot of women who weren't speaking primarily English, and they thought that if they taught them a skill of baking, they would be able to earn an income for themselves. And what I love about that is that 15 years through, that's carried over.
So there still is a lot of baking going on.
So still a lot of baking, primarily baking.
A lot of bonding and education through food.
Exactly, through food.
Tell me about some of the programs.
So we have a 10-week program and we have a 3-week program, and that's called our Bakery Boot Camp.
Okay, and then tell me about the boot camp.
So I'm going to let Rafi talk to you about the boot camp.
So Bakery Production Boot Camp started originally to help refugees or new immigrants or asylees in the country. That's how it started, because immigrants or refugees, when they come here, they face with a lot of challenges with multiple barriers for employment. Sure. They don't have a language, they don't have resumes and stuff like that. So with the Bakery Production Boot Camp, what we focus on is like their employability skills. So we teach them how to get a job here in America. So where they're new, they've never been in a work environment in America, so that's where they come to us. They get to meet new people, actually Americans, and they will start their new life. So we teach them baking skills. Like, we focus on our 9 core competency, which is like safe food handling, equipment knowledge, culinary math, basic baking knowledge, and also we create their resume. At the time they graduate from our program, they have the skills that they need to get that entry-level job here in America.
Sure, so they learn the skill, then you teach them how to build a resume, and you even do mock interviews with them.
Yes, we also teach them about interview tips, and we take them for mock interviews. Also, by the time they graduate, they will have their California State Food Handlers card, and their resume, cover letters, all the necessary things that they need to get a job, we give them.
We do have some pictures from the program, if we can show those, and a lot of people are benefiting from this. Tell me, is this a warehouse?
So this is actually the old Semi-Freddy's space. Okay. So Semi-Freddy's is a huge supporter of ours. I'm sure everybody's seen the Semi-Freddy's products and their breads and their challah. Everything's very good. These are our products, full disclosure.
That looks really good.
That's our banana bread, and I have to say I did help with that recipe.
And you didn't bring any to the show.
You know what? I lost my credit card this morning, and I forgot all your things on my dresser. So, okay, that I have to have a do-over. But those products are made in our facility, and it was once the old Semi-Freddy's commercial baking space, and now we've taken it over. So everybody you see here were former students. So 80% of our staff were former trainees. So those of us who were not trainees are the exception to the rule. And then of all these students who've come through, the folks, the immigrants and the formerly displaced persons, it's almost 90% are graduating.
That's great.
And then overall, 97% of our students are getting a job in under 23 days.
That's a great success rate there. Rafi, you have a story of your own. That's how you came into be.
So before I came to the Bread Project, I was working as an advisor and interpreter for United States Army Psychological Operation in Afghanistan, where I got our life were in danger, and so I was forced to leave the country. I came to U.S. through International Rescue Committee, known as IRC. Their job is to help and assist immigrants to start their life. And that's how I got referred to the Bread Project as an interpreter, and where there was 8 Afghan and Iranian women. They didn't speak English at all. So I was their interpreter for that class. When I went to that, and I was like, I've done military job for almost 10 years. Let me try this. I was like, I'll take the class as well. So I took the class. That was our 3-week bakery production boot camp. While I was translating, I took the class and successfully completed the program. I really enjoyed, and Alicia offered me the job there. She's like, do you want to work for us?
She said, don't you want to stay?
Kind of just like
that's
that.
Great, yeah.
So that's how I started my job at the Bread Project.
Oh, Rafi, that's great. And now you're a liaison for the refugees coming in for that. So thank you so much for coming on the show and telling us about this. Yes, for more information on the Bread Project's programs, log on to breadproject.org. Again, that's breadproject.org. Coming up, an after-school program that gets girls in East Palo Alto designing apps, growing produce, and playing sports. We'll be right back.